On this episode of How to Bronco, we're talking about tires. We're going into one of the most frequently asked questions and debatable topics for Broncos I get. How to choose the right tire upgrade for your Bronco depending on your use. I also brought along close friend and tire expert, Chris Corbett, who's going to help me walk through a few different types of off-road tires and compounds that are available to suit whatever kind of off-roading you are into with your Bronco. We'll explain how tread design, lug design, and other factors matter in a tire and what activity you will use your Bronco for. And while the Fun Hour Off-Road team exclusively uses Nitto tires for all of our vehicles, the knowledge we are about to give you applies to all tire brands and is universally accepted. Okay, let's start off with what tires come stock on your Bronco and what they're designed for. While most of the time, most off-road guys talk tire size in inches, your Bronco comes in metric sizes, which we typically convert back to inches, which is a little more generic and easily understood. Chris, thank you so much for being here. Can you explain a little bit to us, like what the difference in this metric and inches and some of the designations with the tires means?
Yeah, sure. The numbers on the sidewall indicate a few things. Let's take the Bronco Sasquatch package, for example. It comes with a 315/70R17. The first number tells us the tread width is 315 millimeters wide. 70 refers to the aspect ratio as a percentage compared to the width, which determines the height of your sidewall. The R refers to radial construction, which essentially means that it's steel belted. And the last number, 17, is the wheel size. By increasing load range and ply rating, you're increasing carrying capacity and durability for things such as carrying overland equipment, rooftop tents, but it comes with higher pressures and can negatively affect ride comfort. Tire pressure also plays a big role in this. Pay attention to your door jambs, the sidewall recommendations, and owner's manual for proper tire inflation pressure measurements. Your Bronco tires will either have a P or an LT. P stands for passenger and LT stands for light truck. Good thing about P is less road noise, good wet braking, miles per gallon, greater day-to-day livability. Sometimes you see an XL after the P, which means an extra load carrying capacity. LTs are built with an additional ply construction, resulting in a stronger tire and an all-around better choice for off-road.
Now that we know what the sidewall numbers mean on your tires, let's talk about what sizes come on a Bronco from the factory. Broncos start all the way from a base Bronco with a 30-inch diameter, and they go all the way up to a Raptor on 37s. Here's what each Bronco model comes with from the factory. Base comes with a 255/70R16, which is the equivalent to a 30-inch tall tire. Big Bend comes with a 255/75R17, which is the equivalent to a 32-inch tall tire. Outer Banks comes with a 255/70R18, which is also the equivalent to a 32-inch tall tire. Black Diamond comes with an LT 265/70R17, which is equivalent to a 32-inch tall tire. Badlands comes with an LT 285/70R17, which is equivalent to a 33-inch tire. Heritage, Wildtrak, or any Bronco with a Sasquatch package comes with an LT 315/70R17, which is equivalent to a 35-inch tall tire. And your biggest Bronco to date, a Raptor, comes with a 37-inch 12.5 R17 tire. And your biggest Bronco to date, a Raptor, comes with an LT 37-inch tall 12.5 wide R17. If you are coming from a lower model Bronco or just want to get aftermarket tires that can transform your ability to go further, there are endless choices at your disposal to upgrade. Upgrading tires on your Bronco will offer tremendous benefits immediately, such as increased traction, off-road ability, and of course, look way cooler.
Some of the things that have improved are computerized tread designs, compounds which have increased mileage warranties, quieter ride, longer lifespan, and tougher, more robust tire construction.
Since tires are usually the first and least intimidating upgrade option, our suggestion is a plus 1 inch recommendation, which means that you are typically safe to increase by 1 inch in the tire size without having to make huge suspension changes or drivetrain upgrades. For example, if your Big Bend came with a 32-inch tire, you're very safe to go up to a 33-inch tire. But be aware, if you off-road aggressively, larger tires may interfere with the body. It's also good to point out that not all tire manufacturers make tire sizes exactly the same. You can have two different brands of 35s next to each other that won't measure the same size.
The three most popular tires in the category are the all-terrain, the mud terrain, and the newest segment to emerge is the hybrid terrain, which can be a blend either way of an MT or an AT. Starting with an all-terrain, like our Recon Grappler AT, you really get good highway performance, good snow, rain, street, and a very quiet tire that really quiets down the noise in the Bronco cockpit. A hybrid tire, such as the Ridge Grappler, is really good for the weekend warrior with a little more aggressive tread design and sidewall treatment. And finally, the mud terrain category, like our Trail Grappler MT. These have the most aggressive tread and thicker sidewall designs for taking your Bronco out in the toughest conditions.
The Cactus Gray Bronco started as a Badlands Sasquatch on 35s. We added a Fun Haver 2-inch Fox lift kit and 37-inch Recon Grapplers. The reason we chose the all-terrains is because this vehicle is 95% daily driven on the highway in all kinds of different conditions. Remember, the all-terrain has a quieter ride, more compliant sidewall, and a mileage warranty. All-terrains will also do better in colder and wet climates. They're kind of the Swiss Army knife of all tires. The next Bronco, which we affectionately call Rooney because of its maroon exterior, started as a Badlands Sasquatch First Edition Bronco on 35s. You may have seen us drive it in stock form through Pritchett Canyon on YouTube. If you haven't, go check that out. Rooney is equipped with a plus 3-inch Fun Haver mid-travel kit on 38s, which is completely bolt-on. We chose a 38-inch Ridge Grappler hybrid terrain tire, which is a great in-between choice for a mud terrain and an all-terrain. It has wider lug spacing, broad range of sizes, more aggressive sidewall, but still maintains a quiet highway noise, increased tread life, and great road driving characteristics. With more suspension travel, our intentions with this Bronco are high-speed desert, more diverse terrain like Baja or Johnson Valley, and mixing in some rock crawling. This is definitely one of my favorite looking tires. And for our newest Bronco in the corral, the LT Bronco. This started off as a Badlands non-Sasquatch model and came stock on 33s. We knew we were going to go all out with the suspension and the drivetrain, planning around a 40 or a 42-inch tall tire with the intentions of spending a large majority of its life off-road. For the most aggressive rock and trail riding, this vehicle required peak off-road tire performance. We chose an MT tire.
We talked a lot about the positives when upgrading tires, but let's cover some of the cons just to be aware. Loss of fuel mileage, increased roll center, more strain on drivetrain parts, and without suspension changes, a larger tire may interfere with the body, frame, or suspension components at max articulation. And depending on tread design, based on your tire choice, you may experience more road noise inside the cabin. Another thing to consider is your Bronco is specifically geared for stock tire size. And while it still will drive fine, you may notice a loss of power or change in shift points, and the speedometer may be off by a few miles per hour.
While there's a lot of resources online, you can always connect with your tire manufacturer of choice for more detailed information and discussion. Most of all, get out, have fun, connect with the wild, and be safe.